Good evening, happy people. Hope you are doing well, keeping safe and loving your FPL. Welcome to that FPL lounge. The doors are now open and you're all welcome to pop in and say hello. Get hello in, whether that's in the text chat or in beside us here in Discord. Like to see how we got on this particular game week just past. Take some dilemmas off your mind if you've got any. So if you have got any questions, pop them in. It's Matt's chat, so he'll keep an eye out and make sure we get through as many questions as we can. All the links to all our social stuff's right in front of your faces. So if you want to get involved and interact even more, you know you can do. However, it wouldn't be a show without the Venga boys of the lounge. Buna and Matt, hello, how are you doing today? Using a couple of cunts, like. I just knew as soon as it went quiet, I knew what was happening. Oh,
people.
So Buna, you having to self-inject?
Yeah, unfortunately, mate, I'm feeling slightly under the weather.
No
For the
problem.
20th time this year.
I'll just need. I know you've got some immune system, like. It's actually a bit of a contradiction that you use inject emojis when you're constantly got something wrong. Something wrong with you. Anywho, nobody's here for us three. They're always here for the guests. Will we get our guest in?
Go on in.
Okie dokie. Well, tonight, folks, we're going to be bringing into the lounge, as you know by the thumbnail, FPL comedy royalty. Bursting into the FPL scene with his comedic flair and style, we welcome one of Wales's finest. A lot of famous people have come from Wales, including Bennett Aaron, Rob Brydon, Sir Tom Jones and even Ryan Giggs. However, none of them came close to the talent of this young man. He is a lover of FPL and in no way a cheeky wee scrub. Well, actually, he might be just a little bit. We are certainly not unlucky to have him grace the studio this evening. Here's another thing, though, that you might not know. Wales is also famous for having the second longest place name in the world. Did you all know that?
Yeah.
Come on, Stevie.
Maybe Nathan.
Come
can,
on, Stevie.
Maybe Nathan can pronounce it.
Come on, Stevie. You can do this. Lanferpion Gwel Gwan Gongeri Schwern Drob Willans Lancio Ogogo Ogogosh.
Long
I didn't
time
even know
ago.
you were actually going to try that. I thought you were
Yeah,
just
me
going to know.
neither. Fair play.
I plucked up the courage and thought I'll give it a bash. Yeah, try saying that once you've had a few bevies. Please welcome into the studio this evening with over 11,500 subscribers on his FC YouTube channel, over 1,900 followers on Twitter. We are simply grateful to have alongside us and with you all this evening the one and the only Nathan Bacon. Hiya, Nathan.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm alright, how's you? You good?
Yeah, very good, thank you. Very good.
Nice. Matthew, we have got a lot of people in the chat already. Do you want to say a few hellos, Matthew, and then we'll crack in with the normal questions?
Nah, Sodom. Nah, Major. You got Danforth, you got Joshua, FPL Boone, I don't know who that dickhead is. You got Dread, you got
Dread.
FPL Giant, you got Sean, you got FPL Bonnie. You got a few people in there. You got quite a few new people as well. They must all
Nice.
come from Bacon.
Can I just say, Lama, by the way, that pronunciation of that Welsh town was probably better than your pronunciation of Aspilicueta.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
one Aldum.
Nathan, how did I do with that pronunciation?
Actually, pretty well. Probably better than me, to be honest. I don't know how to say it. So, yeah, fair play.
I'm not going to lie about it. I did break it into about 20 different parts instead of trying to read it all in a one-or like. So let's just crack in, Nathan, shall we? So for those that are not aware, what we usually do is we've got the same kind of 5 or 6 questions that we typically ask all our guests when they come on the show. So we'll quickly run through them. And then, as I was saying before, it's Matt's chat, so he keeps an eye on the chat. So obviously any questions that you may have for Nathan, please do pop them in the text chat and we will get to you ASAP. However, if you want to join us via audio, which you can do as well, and come into the lounge live alongside us to ask your question, I'm sure one of the moderators will pop the link to Discord in the chat and you can pop in and say hello live. Do it that way. Una, I know you're feeling a bit under the weather, but do you want to kick Nathan off with the first question of the evening?
Sure, absolutely. I'll steal your thunder. So, Nathan, who is Nathan Bacon, and what are you up to outside of YouTube and Twitter?
Ooh, okay. Nathan Bacon is my alter ego. It's not actually my real name. I would say it's a character I play, but the person in the video is pretty much me, and I just make FPL content all the time. And then apart from that, I just watch a football. So yeah, it's pretty much just FPL.
Amazing. We've got FPL Elf in the chat, Nathan.
Yeah, have
saying,
you seen
would
what he
Nathan
said?
like to be my mistress?
Ooh.
My wife says she's fine with it.
If there's anyone I want to be my mistress, it's definitely FPL Elf. So yeah, go on then.
Absolute legend, FPL Elf. Top man.
So Nath, how did you get into the whole Twitter and YouTube game? How did it all come about?
Yeah, well, I had a YouTube channel before FPL content, and I just made that for years. And I just started like making a few football videos here and there. And then one year, I saw like the FPL was released for the next year, and I was like, "Oh, go on then! I'm gonna make a FPL dedicated YouTube channel." And my third video was actually still my most popular video. I was like rating other FPL YouTubers' teams first draft.
Yeah.
And I just went, you know, I'm just going to keep sticking on this. And all of a sudden, I'm here where I am.
And here we are today.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. And honestly, the content that you bring out is like first class. It's just the humour and stuff that FPL needs. Do you know what I mean? When people get themselves so down about it, you come to a video like yourself, and that just perks you right back up again. So it's very welcomed in this whole wee community that we call FPL. Football team. For those that may not know, who is your football team, and does that influence any of your FPL decisions at all?
I actually support Swansea, so we're not in the Premier League yet, but that will change next year. We're definitely going up. Next year, probably will. I will probably end up captaining like Wilfred Boney when he comes back again. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not sure how it will influence my decisions, but it probably will. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So at the moment, it's all right, but it could do in the future.
Yeah.
Matthew, you want to ask Nathan anything?
Yeah, what type of manager would you say you are? Are you more Maverick or are you more of a steady Eddie?
I'm probably just kind of a safe one, but I do sometimes go for risks. Like last season, I remember I had like Snodgrass on a random week, and he had like 18 points. But like I do take hits every now and again, but it's usually just kind of play the safe-ish game, but not afraid to take some hits.
Yeah, I can relate, mate. I don't take hits either anymore.
No, only a couple of hits you take in it.
Yeah.
Just a couple.
I'm a changed man, me. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Yeah.
Go for it, Bruno.
So how long have you been playing FPL, Nathan?
I've actually last season when I started making content was actually my first proper season. And I managed to have decent rank, and this season I'm doing all right. So I think I've been playing fantasy football games for a while, just not seriously for an entire season. Usually go on and off for months. But then last season when I was making content, I was like, I can't half-ass it when I'm making content, so go full in, you know?
Does that worry you at all, just on that? Because I know, like, we've had FPL General in here, David Munday, and a few people like that, like yourself, content creators, etc. You know, and they're constantly in the public eye, so people are potentially scrutinising their teams, basically. So I take it that type of stuff doesn't bother you, though?
No, not really, no. And if I have a bad week, I just shout the magical word, and it's all a bit of fun.
What is that magical word again?
The magical word is I like it.
Nice one.
Nathan, I think me and you could collab on Twitter. You with the unlucky, me with my injections. I think we got something.
Yeah, probably. On there, yeah. The unlucky injectors. I think there you
go. Matthew, you want to dive in?
Yeah, it's a bit of what like the Premier Tips are saying. I'd like to know a bit more about it. He goes, Mr. Bacon, what is the best piece of advice you would give to a new FPL YouTuber?
Oh.
I'd probably say just play your own game and don't try and play it like safe, and just give what advice you would normally give. Don't get influenced by other people, because then it turns into other people's advice rather than yours.
Yep.
And then just keep making content you want to make. Like if you want to make a random video on FPL that doesn't really get as many views than that, just do it. Why not?
Yeah.
That.
Oh, sorry, Bruno.
No, it's fine, mate. I was going to say, carry on, actually. I'm going to ask a different question.
All right, then. No, all I was going to say, and that is what that FPL Lounge was born out of. You know, the three of us during that first lockdown got together and thought, why do we not just go on our own and just produce what we want to produce? And that's kind of why we're where we're at here. You know what I mean? Only been going a few months, but loving it. And it's exactly like what you say. You know, we're only putting out what we want to put out. So, you know, it's a win-win as far as I can make out. But no, good advice. Brilliant. Good advice. Sorry, Bruno. So what you want to ask? You got another cheeky question?
Matt, you've got to read that question out from FPL Giant. Yeah, just before you do that, I'm just going to ask the house question, which is quite an interesting one, Nathan. He says, being a Swansea fan, how did you think Brewster would do this season with Sheffield United? He was good with Swansea, right?
Yeah, he was very good, yeah. And he was, I think when he joined, he was the top scorer since he joined, like in the January transfer window. So yeah, I was expecting big things for him, but we're a very different side to Sheffield United. But it's probably just the league. Like if he stays at Sheffield United and they stay, they'll probably get relegated. But in the Championship, he'll probably do really well. So yeah, I was expecting big things, but I'm also not that surprised that he can't do it without himself, because he needs that support behind him and stuff.
So a combination of the style of play, but also the caliber of the league, yeah?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Cool. Brilliant. What, Matt, were you going to get one there from the chat?
Yeah, I'll scroll down a bit. It's FPL Giant. He goes, Nathan Bacon, Where did you learn to say "unlucky" the way you do, and when was the first time you said it?
I know, because it's like because it's a slogan in itself, Nathan. Like everyone knows.
Nathan, we've really got something going on here. I get this question asked about the injections all the time. Bro, we need to collaborate here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, I think it was Lucas Lieva did the meme for Liverpool player, and he's always said unlucky. And when I was in uni, like started uni 4 years ago or so, I had one of my flatmates was a massive Liverpool fan, and he just loved Lucas Lieva, and he always just said unlucky. So I just kept on saying it, and I didn't even mean it to be a thing in my FPL videos. I just said it every now and again, and it's kind of stuck. So,
and that's the way it works, though. Just the best things are simple things, and they stick. So no, perfect. Here's one for you though. If you were the head of FPL Towers, and you could change anything about FPL, I'm not saying you would, but if you were gonna, what would you change, and why would you change it?
Okay. I would probably change it so you can actually see your live rank and the league's update straight away. That would be quite cool, instead of having to wait like 30 years.
Yeah, that would definitely help.
Yeah. Because it can be done, but I think it's just FPL is just built on like old technology. But if it was updated, it definitely could.
You can't just say they're just being lazy, and that's all they're doing.
Basically, yeah.
That's the thing, yeah, because you can go to other places and get it pretty fast.
Yeah. It can be done. It's just what they've got already.
Yeah.
Need to sort it out. They do.
Do you want me just to ask our final kind of question, and then what we can do, boys, is just flick between the chat that's coming in. I'll keep an eye if anyone's popping into the studio to do anything audio-wise, and then also the community questions as well.
Yeah, crack on, mate.
Right, cool. Right, Nathan, you need to put your mind into this situation, pal. It's the final seconds of a Champions League final, and you're through on goal 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. You're just about to lace your boot through the ball when out the corner of your eye you see your teammate standing next to you. Now you know that if you pass it he surely can't miss because it's an open goal. However, Nathan, it's you that's got the ball at your feet. What are you doing? Are you smashing it or are you passing it?
Ooh, okay. I'm going to look at the keeper directly in his eyes and see his position. I'm going to turn to the side and see my teammate, stare at him in the eyes, and then I'm going to smash it in the top corner. No luck. Top corner screamer.
I got it again, you know. I got it again. I'm on like 4 in a row.
Yeah.
My guessing game is as strong as my green arrows in FPL right now.
Oh, come on now. Do you really need to go on about it?
Oh, the old humble brag.
Just because, yeah, the humble brag.
We've got a good question from Nihao in the chat.
Go for it.
Being a Swansea fan, how did you think Brewster would do this season?
We already asked that question, mate. Were you not listening?
Okay, we'll go on to the next one. We go.
Oh my God, Matthew, that was terrible.
This is what happens when I skip them.
Mate, get in the bin.
This is what happens when I skip some questions. You got Danforth in the chat going. Did you get that job after an awkward interview you talked about? I don't know if you know about this story or anything. I don't know if that relates to anything.
I have no idea what he's on about.
No, neither do I.
Oh wait, are they referring to? I actually auditioned for. I did a interview for a live TV show called Naked Attraction.
No, you never.
Oh, did you?
I
really?
actually did. I went all the way to London in January, I think, and I actually auditioned for Naked Attraction.
Right.
And they actually got the part. I actually got the part. I was going to be on it, but because of COVID, they had to cancel the recording, so I didn't in the end.
Unlucky!
So that is unlucky.
Is it still in the pipeline then?
They did ask me if I want to do it again, but because of COVID, I didn't want to really travel or anything, so I just chuck that in the bin. Really.
Oh, no way.
Nah.
It
was only going to be a bit of fun with my uni mates, but like now I'm just like, do I really want to be doing that?
What is it you're studying, if you don't mind?
I actually just graduated last 2 months.
I thought
computer science.
Brilliant. So where are you now, Nathan? Are you torn between going into that as an occupation, or sticking doing what you're doing, or a dolly mixture of the two?
Yeah, well, I do still want to be a software developer, but I haven't managed to actually get a job yet because, COVID and all that. So if worst comes to worst, I can just hack the FPL servers with my degree and I'll just finish first anyway.
That's it. He's going to bring out his new stuff.
Yeah.
We've got some absolutely brilliant comments in the chat. You got FPL Bonnie saying we'd have seen bacon sausage.
Oh, pigs in blanket, bacon and sausage,
FPL Prem Tipster saying naked attraction, you'd have to have some balls for that.
Hey.
Dread FPL, saved your bacon there, mate.
Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
Good stuff.
One thing I just wanted to say, actually, because we tend not to do this until towards the end of the stream, but there's so many of you guys here, and I think a lot of that's due to the popularity that Nathan has. So if you are new to the channel, and you like this sort of thing, and you like what we're doing here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button before you run off at the end of the stream, guys. Otherwise, over to you, Lama.
John McEwen, he's in the chat just now, Nathan. He is asking a couple of questions for you. He is a cheeky scrub, by the way. Most hits that you've ever taken in a single game week, and what is your highest ever single game week score?
Okay. My biggest hit was actually, I think it was like game week 3 of this season. Took a -12.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's quite a lot for like game week 3. But the hits were quite good as well. I think one of the hits was like James Rodriguez in, and he got 18 points that week. So that was pretty good.
That worked out. That worked out all right.
And then my biggest score of a game week was in the double game week just gone. I got 138.
Yeah, that's belting.
Yeah, it was from a failed bench boost, but I'll take it, I guess.
That was the thing, because there was a lot of people we noticed didn't do so well in the double game week with their bench boost, but the week after, if they'd bench boosted that week, they'd have been fine.
Yeah, I would have been the same, because I benched Soucek the next week, and he scored a 15-pointer, and I didn't get it.
No, that's... well. Not to worry. We have got Nathan's team here. So what we can do in a little bit, Nathan, if it's all right with you, is we can bring up your team. You can talk us through the game week that's just passed, and then any kind of headaches that you might have looking ahead at tomorrow. Basically, I think it all kicks off tomorrow evening, so we can do that in a little bit if you want. Matt, what else is happening in the chat?
We got our resident memer, Sam, asking, do I have Nathan Bacon's permission to meme some of his content with the upcoming lounge stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Chuck all the wibbly wobblies, the unluckies in there. Do it.
The wibbly wobblies. Oh,
he is brilliant at it, isn't he? That old Sam.
What are your thoughts on Jota that came in from the Twitter sphere? Just random.
What?
What is Nathan's thoughts on Jota?
What, Diego Jota?
I'm assuming so.
Is he back, or is he just still chilling?
I think he's still chilling, isn't he? I don't think he's back until the end of February, I believe. I liked having him as a little extra. But in general, I think he does all right. What about you?
I actually got him in the week he got injured, but I did an early transfer from him in.
Right.
So he didn't play a single minute for me.
Oh, right. Okay. So he was in. He was in and out like a dusty rag.
Yeah, basically.
Llama, a VIP has joined the waiting room.
You are joking. Let's get him in then, shall we? Oh, I'm glad. I kind of thought he might join, actually. Bring him in. Good evening, Mr. Dread FPL. You're live alongside us and the Mr. Nathan Bacon. Please do not swear. How you doing, pal? You good? That's brilliant, Dread.
Okay, thank you.
You there, Dread?
Hey, how's everyone doing?
Hello. Long time no speak. You behaving?
No, I never behave, mate. That's boring.
You've got Nathan here, pal. So anything that you wish to ask, by all means, ask away.
Hey, Nathan, how you doing, mate?
All right, how's it going?
Yeah, very good, bro. My question is, do you have any rituals or superstitions that you adhere to in your FPL management? And if you do, how or why did it start?
That's a deep ass question right there.
Jeez. Dredd just goes straight for the jugular. By the way, Nathan, he doesn't mess about. Just goes.
I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually like the most logical person I know. I don't have any superstitions in anything in life. I see it as it is. So like I don't actually believe in luck at all. So I don't know why I say unlucky, but it's just funny, innit? But no, I don't have any superstitions. It is what it is. It is what it is.
He's what it is. Nice one.
Wow, cool. I like it.
Anything you can ask, anything you wish, Dredd. If there's anything else that you want, any FPL things on your mind this week that Nathan can maybe sort you out with.
Well, the only other question I had really, because I believe Rodrigo is going to be injured. I think he's injured and probably going to miss the next match or 2 matches or what have you. If that is the case, how much do you think that will affect Leeds as an attacking unit?
Yeah, well, Dallas has been playing as an attacking mid recently, isn't he? And he's actually replaced Click, so I reckon those two will probably be the attacking mids. But well, before Rodrigo came in, they still did all right.
You don't think Rodrigo being out is gonna?
I'm not sure. It could change it, but he's not like the pivotal point. He's not like he's the one that makes all the difference. But he could, yeah.
I mean, they didn't do too bad once he went off, did they?
No.
That's true. Chang707 in the chat, Nathan, is asking, should I take a -4 for Grealish and get rid of Saka? Because I believe I'm right in saying Saka's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's up
he
for a
is,
bit.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't got any other Villa attackers, I'd say it's worth it.
Cool.
Definitely, yeah. Especially long term, Villa have like decent run now, I think. Yeah.
I hope so. I've brought Grealish in this week. Davey P actually, one of our members, VIPs, he was asking us this all day today. Do I take out Gundogan for Grealish? What do you think, Nathan? Help Davey P's head out.
Well, double game weeks are supposedly coming soon, aren't they? No news on that. But Man City have 3 extra games to be scheduled. So I'd probably say it's worth keeping Gundogan, try and get someone else. Like me, I can get in Grealish now, but I couldn't at the time, so I got in Watkins instead.
Okay.
And I think he's good enough to cover ish.
Yeah, I would say so.
So
I would say so. Thank you very much for that, Dredd. Dredd, are you hanging about, or what are you doing? You're welcome to stay in if you want.
No worries, mate.
What's that?
Dredd, how easy is it
hang
to
back.
get into live on air? That's what I'd like to say. How easy is it for you to get live on air?
All right,
Explain to the people in the
you
audience.
guys just need to click on the link. How easy for me? Oh, well, I just like knock on the door and hopefully you guys just let me in.
No, good stuff.
Dredd, I wanted to say, I can't see you all the way down there in the league standings.
I was waiting for that one.
Oh wow! Don't hit the man when he's down.
No, don't worry about me, mate. I'm doing well. I'm absolutely good, mate. Because I'm slowly coming up the table, and no one can deny that. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, having fun on the way.
Nihal's reckoning there that Rafinha.
It's all about the enjoyment of it, mate.
Yes, exactly. Well, this is it, and that's what we were saying to Nathan earlier on. It's you know what I mean. You just got to have a bit of fun. And that's exactly what you do, Nathan. That's what you bring to the table. So it's just not as serious.
Yeah, I think people need to, especially in content. Like, obviously, you can give advice, but you don't have to be like a robot and just say this is this, this is that. Just have a bit of fun. Just have some personality in it, innit?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Chang's asking. See, I'm all right with this because I've saved up a bit of money. He's first of all, he's apologising for the amount of messages that he's writing. But could you also ask Nathan, and well, he's saying the lads, but I'm assuming it's Nathan, it's yourself and Dredd, what they plan to do when De Bruyne and Kane are back? How do they plan on a 4? Haven't thought that far ahead.
Yeah, well, for me, I credit. I was going to get Kane in. I don't know. I still think Gundogan even will be next week. So
What is your whole creation? Like, do you?
yeah. Well, I had planned last week. Apparently,
No.
coming back, they'll in them and they play like a three at the back. Stones both play, but now they're defenders.
Yeah.
And and Stones didn't play. I had Dallas coming on last week, so
Cool. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I'm Diaz, basically.
Yeah.
So somebody
No, I'm
saying
in the stream snagging.
what you want me to do? Warm it up. It seems to be fine. Everything seems to be going okay this end.
It's buffering on my screen.
Is it?
Yeah. It
Oh,
keeps
it's-
cutting in and out.
live streams recently. I think yesterday,
Joking.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I am. I'm looking at it now, and it is. Even although everything's saying that it's an excellent collection, all that type of jazz, it's got the odd little buffer, so there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, the people in the stream, they can probably bring the content on the stream. The settings button comes up. You can change the quality. That might help.
Yeah, that
Bring
might
it down
help.
a bit.
Yeah, but I can see what they're talking about now. Actually, just when I bring up the can do, it's not my end. Oh, that's a bit shite. But hopefully it fixes itself and sorts itself out. Connected. I think if you are in the chat, obviously, and you're experiencing it, just try refreshing it, and it should hopefully pop back up. That's a bit piss. We'll keep it going anyway because I'll just get the full thing uploaded anyway.
Yeah.
Where it's not broken down, basically.
We got a question from FPL. Besides Bonnie, which other Swansea player were you a big fan of?
Ooh, well, obviously, if you played FPL a few years ago, Michu, he was an absolute gem for like a year and a half until injuries. But right now, Ayew has been a really good part of us the last few years, on and off. Connor Roberts is actually my favourite player right now, and if we get promoted, watch for him next year. If he's like 4.5, he's in my team straight away. Honestly.
Interesting. Yeah,
I think we've kept like 15 or so clean sheets, and he's had like almost 10 assists.
Oh well.
And it's only halfway through the season, so
I'll just scribble down a note to contact you. So
yeah.
when promoted, give Nathan a shout. Because I was going to. Is that boy Davis? Is he just signed for Liverpool as a centre half?
Apparently, yeah, they've signed like 2 or 3 centre backs today. Apparently, haven't they?
Have they?
They've got one on loan and another one from Schalke or someone, I think.
Wow.
Oh,
Right,
Yeah,
I didn't-
apparently we've
happening
got Preston on loan, and we've got Kabak from Schalke.
yeah, someone in the
Damn.
chat actually just wrote that. Is that? Sorry.
So you're not buying Mustafi then? God damn it. But he's a
No,
god-
he's going to Schalke apparently, I think.
he's god tier. You should buy him.
And I see, Boona, that your wee pal might still be staying with you, Dele Alli.
Great.
With Kane now, I think Dele is what you actually need right now, to be honest.
I know.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's going to just rot there now, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm still sad. I had Dele Alli in my Game Week 1 team. So we
I
won't
don't
mention
understand what the club's doing, to be honest. They've kept Dele Alli, they've kept Danny Rose. They're going to play neither. It's just fucking silly,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, Nihal.
Especially with Reglon out right now. Danny Rose, I mean, at least for cover, should be in there at least, I think.
Yeah,
I
I
found-
agree.
I just found it odd that they were trying to find a way back for Ericsson.
Yeah.
Like, but seemingly it's just going to be too complicated to try and get him back from Inter Milan.
No, they don't want to. They don't want to loan him. They only want to sell him, not loan. So that's why it's not happening.
Ah, right, okay, I've got you. Yeah, Nihal just
And
confirmed.
that's probably what blocked the Delhi booth.
Another interesting one. Maitland-Niles has gone to West Brom on loan, I think,
That's
to the end of
weird.
the
Yeah.
season.
That's a weird one.
Does that
That's
make
a
him
mad
an
one.
asset?
That could really help. That could really help them.
Does that make him an FPL asset,
Brom.
though?
Mm.
What do you reckon? Because he's quite an attacking defender.
West Brom defence. That's just a big old deal.
That's, yeah,
No, thank
that's-
you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
that's an
defender-
avoid.
Attacking returns, though, surely. No?
Not for West Brom, like.
Nah, they don't have a proper like goal scorer, do they?
Nah, I wouldn't be going anywhere near them. But then, hey, that's why we're all different. That's why we all play FPL their own way. Nihal just confirming there, yeah, Ben Davis and Kabak at Liverpool. I don't think there's going to be any big, massive signings, though, is there? Or it doesn't seem
This
to
is an
be anyway.
interesting one.
No.
Apparently, Fulham are in for Josh King.
Really?
Ooh.
That would be good.
That would be an interesting transfer.
Oh,
Surprised nobody went in for him, actually, in the summer. Because he hasn't even actually been playing much for Bournemouth. I don't think he scored a goal in the Championship yet this season.
He's past it.
Escapades is saying there. So Arsenal didn't allow him to go to Wolves, but they've sent him to West Brom. Well,
Yeah, but he was going to get money at Wolves. Like, it's a loan deal to West Brom. We ain't sold him permanently.
here's a good one, right? Here's a good question that I've noticed, Matt, in the chat. Now, is this Divakar? I pronounced that right, Boona? I'm not sure. Hopefully I have. Thoughts on Zaha, because there was another question, Nathan, about trolls. Now, I vowed that I would never get Wilson and Zaha back in my FPL team, and I've somehow managed to sneak Wilson back in again. The question there is just your thoughts on Zaha, especially given the incredible upcoming fixtures. Zaha, well, he's asking Zaha for Gundogan. Any good?
Yeah, well, I kept De Bruyne when he was injured for a week, and I had that dilemma if I go for a Zaha or Barnes or Gundogan. And I went for a Gundogan just because of the double game weeks mainly. But actually, last Palace game, Zaha went back out on the wing.
Okay.
And even though he has the ball more, he's less likely to score. But yeah, on a day, he's going to score 2. On a day, he's not going to touch the ball. And I don't like those kind of players at all. So I don't think he's a bad shout with the fixtures. But then again, Newcastle, I mean, I captained Calvert-Lewin last week, and so Newcastle are apparently the best team in the world.
Yeah.
So that could be difficult for him, but over the next 4 or 5, not bad at all.
Yeah, that's what I pulled that earlier actually today. About what was it? Yeah, starting Zaha. Or no, not starting Zaha, starting Wilson, sorry. Or Antonio. So we'll see how that one works out. Chang707 saying, God damn it, the damn stream went down and I didn't hear the response to my question about how you're going to afford Kane and De Bruyne. And now he's adding in Vardy. So he's went from 2 to 3. And are you going to get them back in ASAP? So Nathan was basically saying that he's saving up for a housemate, so he's got 5 million in the bank. So when they are fit, he shouldn't be much an issue being able to get them back in. But I suppose on that second point, Nathan, are you going to look to get them in straight away?
Probably not, no. I do like to wait at least a week or so, even if I'm slightly late. Like, I only got Gundogan in last week, but
yeah,
I'd rather just wait a little bit, just to make sure.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Especially when you put that much money into an asset, you know.
I know, this is it. I mean, there was a lot of people asking me why I still had Salah in my team, and then the weekend just proved why.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Matt,
Because we're a stream that always pronounces stuff properly, how do you say it? Because FPL Bone is having a go at me in the chat. How do you say it? Because all the pundits always say Bonnie every time he was in the Prem. How do you say it?
It's not Bonnie, it's Boney.
Boney.
Yeah.
Boney. Like, if you had a piece of chicken, it's a bit bony in the middle, you know?
Have a go at the pundits. I was just going off what how the pundits say it.
Nah, yeah.
James,
Have you asked the Johnston question?
the what one?
The one that Sheila put.
No.
Thoughts on going Johnston to Martinez this week? Don't really have any other issues with the team and seems like a perfect week to sort my goalkeeper.
Ooh. What do you think of that one, Nave?
Yeah, definitely. I think Martinez, season keeper, really. He's best value keeper. And they have, 3 games to be scheduled as well. So they're guaranteed double game weeks. Long term. I've accidentally ended up with Martinez and McCarthy, so I'm sorted. But I don't think I'll do a keeper transfer.
You just bench boosting every week or something?
Yeah, trying to, apparently. Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Dredd? I know you're still here. Johnston to Martinez, is that something you would do, pal? Yep.
I think I'd rather have Martinez myself, definitely.
Nah, yeah. I think, I was one of the players that I did bring in on my wild card, to be honest. And as you've just said, Nathan, I don't think he's going to exit my team now. He'll just stay there regardless. James,
I think
mean,
I think it could wait a week. To be honest, West Brom play Sheffield United, who are fucking shit.
well, they've got that new defender though.
Who Maitland-Niles? He ain't gonna change enough.
Well, he might just he might change the whole thing. Might change the whole dynamic, Bruno.
God tier, mate. God tier.
God tier, yeah. He's like one of the ones that you pull out a pack of cards and then just get him sold instantly. Don't want him. Don't want him. James Atkins in the chat. Good evening, James. Hope you're doing well, pal. Nathan, if you could invent a new chip and introduce it into FPL, what would it be and why?
Okay. Well, I actually play, because as a Swansea fan, I play Championship Fantasy Gaffer, and it has some quite unique chips. There's one called Park the Bus, which doubles all of your defenders' clean sheet points. That would be quite kind of cool, a bit different, you know, something like not really the same. But there's also another one which is like Captain Fantastic, so it just doubles whoever gets the most points from your team. I think that one would be really cool.
I think that would be such a great chip, because how many times do you captain someone and it doesn't pay off? Yeah,
especially in a double.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be such a good chip. I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Mate, both those chips are better than the ones there are in FPL.
Yeah.
Switch them around.
You know what I'd love to see?
Go on then.
I'd love to see a chip which is like double points for your whole team, because you could then see changes in the last bloody game week of the season. Can you imagine the swing?
Oh, wow.
What, just like double everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would cause a few arguments.
Yeah.
You think you're number one in the world, and then someone from like, I don't know, 50 plays his double everything chip. just slides into the DMs and into first place. Oh well, that'd be something. Nihal's Southampton in for Josh King. Oh, there he goes. So user 158 is now at the questions. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Zaha and Antonio in for Lookman and Kane. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Especially, like, next couple of weeks, I'll definitely pay off, I think, even if it doesn't straight away.
Lookman looked really good in the first half. In the last game week, though, he was like, he should have had a hat-trick in the first half.
Yeah, he's looked good in, like, every game this season, actually, but he's just, yeah. I don't know, it's more the Fulham, isn't it? If they had, like, a prolific goal scorer, like, he could assist all the time, and yeah.
That's the thing. We spoke about this a few times on the podcast, and I actually thought that manager was going to be the next one out the door. But somehow in the last month, probably about the last month, he's like turned it around. He's probably doing all right.
Well,
not
in terms of the actual league table, but the way they're playing really, really good football.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning. But yeah, so he might actually be all right. Might actually keep his place. Dred, what's your thoughts on Fulham, pal? Does it get your juices flowing?
Apparently not.
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it, if I was to say if it does or not? But so is that the same team that D. Cordova Pereira plays for? Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know who you're meaning.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
I like him. He's been getting a few points of late.
Guy with a triple barrel.
But you know, I mean, yeah, no, Fulham have been doing okay. I mean, it's going to be dependent on that. You know, I think I could always find other players that I'd rather have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really see that happening for me to bring in a player from Fulham at the moment.
Yeah, Dred, I can tell by the tone in your voice, pal, that you're not really going anywhere near Fulham.
I was trying to be diplomatic.
Yeah, you were trying to sit in the fence, but it was one of these spiked ones. Here's one for you, Nathan, that's actually quite like that we've got on the Twitter sphere. What I'll do is I'll read this one out, and then we'll bring your team up, shall we? While Matt and Bruno, etc., are having a look at the other questions that have come in.
Okay.
Other podcasts and stats and all that type of stuff, does that influence your decisions and stuff, or are you more a kind of gut feely type person, like eye testing, or are you right into your stats?
Yeah, I like stats themselves, but I don't use them for FPL at all.
Okay.
I purely go on the eye
My
test,
man.
especially now you can watch every single game.
Yeah.
It's much better, I think, especially predicting and stuff. Like Ben Tekid, one of the biggest XGs not so long ago. I don't see anybody bringing him in. So
This is true.
You know.
And I think that's the thing, even when we've spoke to like Late Riser and people like that, you know, they don't pinch or salt the stats, but they only look at particular stats. Like they don't go proper
Balls deep.
like balls deep or anal on it. They just kind of go, right, you know, who's decent kind of idea. There's a guy actually that I know Dread kind of introduced me to, called FPL Spectrum, and his spreadsheet, for me anyway, and I'm not a simpleton, well, some folk think I am, but it's just how he's laid it out, Dread, it's just dead easy. You just literally can look along the top and go, yep, I'm happy to get him in.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's dead easy. Matt, do you want to get, or Buna, do you obviously want to pick a wee question out for the chat, and what I'll do is I'll bring up Nathan's team as it stands, and Nathan can talk us through it.
Aye. Have you asked Matt Peacock? Because you guys keep skipping the bloody questions.
No, I don't think so.
Is Stones to Cancelo worth it, or is it a bit of a waste of a transfer?
Ooh.
if you're planning on keeping Cancelo for a while, then it's worth it. Because especially if they're rotation risky, you want the player that's more attacking, right? Surely. So if Stones isn't nailed, and I know he scored 2 in the double, which I had, a legend. But apart from that, I don't think he's going to score much. And Cancelo looks like he could assist every game. So if you haven't got any other transfers, you might as well if you're going to burn one. But if you've only got one, maybe not.
Yeah. So let's have a wee look, shall we, into the mind of the manager that is Nathan Bacon. So game week 21 finished just yesterday with an overall point score of 50 points. Not all bad by any manner of means. For those that are listening back, Nathan went this week with a 3-4-3 formation. Martinez in goal with 10 points, Dallas with 7 points, Justin with 1, Kufal with 1. 4 across the midfield were Fernandes with 3, Gundogan on 3, Son on 2, and Salah himself on 15. Up front, it was Watkins, Calvert-Lewin and Antonio. Watkins on 2, Calvert-Lewin with a captain's armband on 4, and Antonio obviously finishing off with 2. On the bench, and I don't think they were on the bench to begin with, but I might be wrong.
Definitely not, no.
McCarthy sitting there with 3, Sushek with 1, and then you've got the 0-0 boys there of Cancelo and Stones. Pretty decent team, let's be honest. Pretty solid. Where's your head taking you for the moving into the next game week, or are you quite happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy. I assume Cancelo and Stones will play this week, hopefully. But I'm actually, well, not kind of glad they didn't play, but I was tempted to just get rid of one of my playing defenders, because I was like, I don't need 5. But this week I'm like, oh wait, maybe I do need 5 for the rest of the season, especially like, well, games aren't being postponed as much, but you know, it could happen.
Yeah.
And I still got 4.5 or whatever in the bank. And I was going to bring in Kane until he got injured. And that was the big unlucky because I brought in Calvert-Lewin to captain, and I transferred out Bamford for him.
Nice.
So
well, that's very similar to myself. I brought in Vardy 1 week, injured. No, Kane in, injured. Vardy in, injured. Bamford out, Calvert-Lewin in, nada. But it's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? But no, what are you saying about Nathan's team? Pretty decent, eh?
Yeah, it's brilliant, mate, and he's having a great season as well. Like we were talking off air before, and he was saying how the season didn't start too good, but he's really recovered it, right, Nathan?
Yeah. Game week 1, 2, 3. I was in the 3-4 millions. I'm up to 177k now, so happy with that.
Nah, definitely, and solid. See, when you were saying there though, Nathan, because we do get asked that quite a lot about like you must have a playing bench, or it's good to have a playing bench. Have you? Is it just have you just kind of stumbled into it, or is that how you approach it to try and have a playing bench? Like, what's your mindset on that?
Yeah, I usually only have one playing keeper, but I only got in Mark Carthy because Martinez blanked, and instead of transferring him out, I just upgraded my non-playing keeper. And it was mainly for the bench boost, but especially for this season. But if I'm going to have playing players on the bench, they're going to be like minimum price.
Yeah, okay.
So like I had Justin at 4.5, I had Dallas at like 4.6, and Sufal, and Soucek's my only slightly more expensive one, but perfect fifth man, I think.
No, definitely. No, thank you for that, and hopefully that helps a few out in the chat as well. Dread, are you got any wee questions or anything that you want to fire our Nathan about his team?
No, I like his team. No, yeah, definitely. I've not no questions about it. I just say good luck in the coming game week, mate. You know what you're doing. You're doing well.
Cheers.
Did you say what you were doing, or you just holding fire? Sorry, did I miss that?
No, I didn't say, but I don't think I'm going to make a transfer.
Right, okay. I didn't know if you were going to do like one of the kind of golden ball meme moments and be like, I'm not going to do anything, but then you actually do something.
I would never do that.
No, but it might be in an up and coming video for all we know. Matthew, Bruno, what else is coming in via the chat? Thanks for that though, Nathan, talking us around your team there, mate. Thank you, Newt.
You got a very big question.
Quite a few questions in chat.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a big question that's on everyone's lips. Nathan Bacon, Barnes or Maddison?
Ooh. I would probably go for Barnes if you're going to watch the games. Maddison if you don't. But the thing is, like, Maddison, most of his shots and things just come from outside the box, so even if Leicester aren't doing well, he still gets a chance. Then if they're all over teams, Maddison is literally taking like 17 shots a game. I mean, half of them end up in like Rosette, but at least he's taking shots, right?
Exactly. Very true. Very, very true. Buna?
You've got...
Oh, sorry, Matt.
I was going to say, it'll be interesting because Booner's thoughts on this. You got G in the chat. That shows Spurs were a ticking time bomb and Son was outperforming excessively. What is everyone's opinion on Spurs at the minute?
Shit. Fucking shit. Wank. If you got Son, sell him. Without saying we're gutless.
It's a bit strange though, but you actually said that though, Buna, last week when Kane when Kane got injured, straight within minutes, you injected yourself all over Twitter and then went bye Son.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
I
don't regret it. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I know what our history's been like against, and Brighton are the sort of team that would have frustrated us, especially with no Kane. The rest of the team are useless. I felt sorry for Son, to be honest. I think Vinicius has to start now if Kane isn't back to be that focal point. Mourinho got the tactics wrong.
And what about your wee pal Dele Alli? Can he not? Surely somebody like I know you don't like him and he's a bit of a tit in your eyes.
His head's not there. And he's just out of favour. I would like to see him. I think he can do better than all the team.
Yeah.
Everyone that we started with, he's better than them. Apart from Ndombele, I've got to give props to Ndombele. Recent 5-6 weeks, he has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he's wasted in this team right now because the team are not on his level.
Yeah. And Nathan, what does that? You know,
I was going to say having Son in your team.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. With Son in your team, is he just I take it he's obviously just staying there now anyway.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, their fixtures are on and off in there. So, yeah, I don't think they can do much without Kane, but yeah, I'd just rather keep Son.
It's just the damn ankles, Buna. Needs to get the ankle supports. Escapades.
To Kane?
Yeah. Escapades is asking, what's Nathan's thoughts on Rudiger at 4.5 million under Tuttle?
Tuchel.
Yeah, Tuchel.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get you attacking returns, but for clean sheet, especially Chilwell didn't start. It looks like Alonso probably will, and Reece James doesn't look like their defense is a bit thing. So Rudiger to cover the clean sheet's definitely a good option.
No, definitely.
Probably more predictable as well when they're not going to be. He's probably not going to get attacking returns. Just play him in easy fixtures, bench him in the hard ones.
I just don't know what it
Yeah.
is with Chelsea now. Like, I don't know what. Like, I think he's going to take another few game week. I mean, Lampard didn't seem to know what lineup he was putting out, and he was there for a while. This is only his, or will be his, like, second game in charge. So nobody knows what kind of Chelsea team are going to come out. I mean, you've not got any Chelsea in your team just now. I take it they're just an avoid for you.
Yeah, pretty much right now.
Mm.
They got some nice games coming up though. They got
do.
2 really good games.
Yeah.
They do, but I think just... what's your thoughts, Dredd? You just don't know what Chelsea's going to come out, though, do you?
No, you don't. But Rudiger started both matches. I can see why people are getting in there. He looks good. Apparently, there's some history with Tuchel where he probably wanted Rudiger in a previous club or something. So if that's the truth, then maybe there's some satisfaction that he now has him. And who else did I think? I think Joe Hudson-Odoi, he started both matches and looks really good. So maybe he's done enough to, start getting selected or something. But I mean, obviously, it's all up in the air and no one really knows. But I mean, I'd take a punt on those two that I've mentioned. I mean, it's about fun. Why not?
Yeah, well, that's true. If you want to have a bit of fun and get 0 points for having a bit of fun, then that's what to do.
Well, that's what I've been doing every week.
and there was Alonso coming in out of nowhere and just starting. But yeah.
And draw a line on that one, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alonso's got a great record against Spurs.
Oh, okay. What, scoring as well?
He always scores. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about scoring. He scores shit tons. He scored like 4 and 4 against Spurs or something crazy.
Wow. Okay, you heard it here, folks.
Is this a -4 for Alonso then for your Buna this week?
Fuck no. I don't take it.
No, Buna's changed now. He's a changed man. He doesn't take hits or nothing. Sam Peely in the chat.
With the 1-3.
Going back to the chips that we're talking about, Nathan, Sam's basically saying, yep, resurrect the all-out attack chip. That's what he's wanting to bring back. Well, who else is coming in with stuff in the chat, Matthew?
We've got Nihal with all the goalkeeper questions. And that is, if you don't have a free hit, wouldn't Areola be a good choice considering they play the blank 2? So is that I would
Fulham aren't the worst team to be loading up on from a goalkeeper perspective. They've been doing really well defensively, and Areola in particular, he's not the worst. At 4.5, he's probably one of the best.
What's your opinions, Mr. Bacon?
Yeah, I think he's a really good keeper. If you have to go that cheap, then yeah, probably the best at that price, yeah.
Interesting. I'm just looking, I don't think I've seen a couple of the next questions, Matt. I don't think I've seen them in the chat before. So Ho-Chan and Jonathan, good evening to you both. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Ho's asking, start Chilwell or Creswell? Start Antonio, Benford or Son? Can you help us out with both, please? I think Ho's basically asking you, Nathan, can you just pick his team for him?
Yeah.
So the first one, would you start Chilwell or Creswell? What's your thoughts there?
Well, I feel like Chilwell will probably only play if he starts. Creswell against, was it West Ham? No, he's West Ham Villa. Probably Creswell. He's been getting a lot of attacking returns lately, isn't he? Especially onto Dawson's Head. So probably Creswell.
True. And then the second part then was start Antonio, Benford or Son. Son? I think you've got it. I don't know. What would you? What do you all think? Who would you start out with?
Well, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't sign Benford. Don't even know who he is.
Just making up names now.
I only like tried and tested. I'm afraid, mate.
I'd bench Son, mate.
Would you?
Yeah.
What about yourself, Nathan? Haven't given time. We'll assume that it's Bamford.
I'd probably go Antonio, actually.
Oh, okay.
Then you don't want to bench like a player as expensive as Son.
Yeah.
It feels like you're handicapping yourself from the start then, isn't it? So
that's true.
I agree. Antonio for me as well. Aston Villa defensively have been brilliant this season. I can't see West Ham scoring.
Oh,
I think the opposite. You know, I
So
reckon
you're
West
trying-
Ham might do it.
see, that's another poll that I shoved up on Twitter, and I swear, blind Booner, you
but
flew in and
I
tried.
commented on it, mate.
Yeah, I know you did. But I'm sure you were in there
You
just
should-
to twist it.
No, I told you my honest opinion. That's what I would do. I'd play. Well, ask everyone here right now, mate. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, guys, sorry if I sound half asleep. By the way, I'm in bed because I'm not feeling too good. Let me sit up a little bit. I feel like I sound like I'm sleeping.
You sound
So
like that
Lama's
all
got
the
a
time,
decision
to be
to make.
honest.
Yeah, fuck yourself. So he's got a decision to make to start one out of Dallas and James Justin. He's currently starting Dallas. I've suggested starting James Justin, and the other conundrum is at the moment he's starting Antonio and benching Wilson, and I've said to start Wilson over Antonio. Where do you guys stand on that?
I reckon West
I-
Ham are going to do him. So I don't see why you'd bench Antonio. Honestly,
Interesting.
What makes you think they're going to do him? Honestly,
West
What have
Ham
they
is so much
showed
more
you in
strong
recent
defence.
weeks?
Aston Villa have been a bit lapsy daisy kind of thing.
Wibbly wobbly.
Seriously?
Yeah, it just feels like the last few weeks compared to the start of the season where they were solid. Martinez doesn't look as solid in goal.
They've got 2 clean sheets in the last 3. I don't know what shit you're smoking, mate.
No, this is what I'm doing from watching the games. It's more
Mate,
lucky
you're full of
sheets
shit,
than
honestly.
really.
You're
I'm
an
actually
absolute joke,
watching
man.
the games. It's when I'm
Your
watching it.
advice is shocking, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I
dearie
would,
dear.
I would play Antonio.
Okay, thank you for that. Nathan, what do you think? Antonio Wilson?
I'd probably go Antonio. Well, I'm starting Martinez and Antonio in my team, so wherever way it goes, I'm all good.
Nice.
So-
All right. That's also worth bearing in mind, actually. What about you, Dredd?
I would start Wilson myself because they're playing Everton, right?
Yes.
Palace, I think, isn't it?
Palace.
Palace. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing. I'd still start Wilson.
Okay.
You know,
We can have a wee
Yeah.
look.
I'd go for him.
We'll have a look and we'll have a wee poke about. Jonathan
I
Jump.
think the Villa defense has been pretty good, like Bruno said. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, plenty of time. There's plenty of time. Jonathan Jump, good evening. Is Watkins and Grealish, is that overcommitment to Villa, Nathan? What do you think?
No, I think that's all right. I think that's all good. They got a decent run for a while.
I'm just glad I got rid of Steer. I'm glad I got rid of Bum Steer because I kept thinking, how have I got too many Villa players? And it was because I had him just sat on the bench. I got him out on my wild card, so now I'm the same as you. I've got Martinez in there, the now and Grealish, and I'm alright with that. I don't know whether Watkins is maybe too much in tripling up, but it's like what you say, when they've got the doubles and that are guaranteed to happen, then
Yeah.
you know.
You got Lack in the chat. Nathan, you got to appease your audience here.
Ooh.
Lack in the chat is just here for Nathan Bacon's unlucky, please. Crying emojis.
So I do the longest unlucky ever.
Oh,
God.
Yeah,
then
go on.
Watch, for those listening, just watch your ears.
Right. I like it.
I knew it was going to cut off as soon as it peaked. Thank you very much for
Again.
that. Oh, dearie, dear. What else is happening in the chat, boys?
You've got Lucas in the chat asking, Sun for Zaha?
Ooh,
That's a good move.
yeah, I'd do
What
it.
do you reckon? What do you reckon, Nathan?
100%.
Son to Zaha, yeah, probably.
Son to
what
anyone, man. Son to anyone.
are Crystal Palace's fixtures like? Are they quite good?
The best right now. Yeah.
As Claude says, it's time to go, baby.
yeah.
On the next game or something.
What?
You got FPL Teddy Bear that's actually on time for once. Adams replacements. I have Watkins and Bamford. If I get Antonio in just for another transfer before game week 26, as I want 15 doublets.
Antonio.
Mm.
As opposed to Antony.
I said Antonio, didn't I?
Nah.
Nathan, what's your followers' obsession with Boney? By the way, I've seen a million people mention Boney. Where's this Boney love come from? Apart from the fact
you
that
just-
you're Swansea.
he's just the best player to ever play the Premier League. Come on,
I didn't
Wilfred
realise
Boney.
I didn't-
Score
Did he
some
say
goal.
that?
It was just a meme, wasn't it? No, he's not still here. No.
Oh, I was going to say, bloody hell, I was so confused.
Nah, it was just a meme going around recently about the like, when you re-sign a player, they do like the video, and it was just him saying, "Come on, Wilfred Boney," and that just turned into a meme, really. So.
So Teddy's
yeah,
Adam's replacements. What would you be thinking, Nathan?
Antonio, definitely. Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony. Is he pals with Julian Klopp, Matt?
Yeah, that's probably my worst one to date, to be fair. Yeah.
What's this guy saying? There's no Nathan voice. I'm pretty sure there is. Wow, Nathan's voice is different. I don't know. Is it the microphones we're using or something, or the headset you've got on? It's definitely.
I'm using the same microphone as normal, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely Nathan. He's wibbly wobbling there. Dallas for attacking returns, definitely not clean sheets. Is there any other questions that we want to kind of go through, or do we want to kind of wrap things up? I think we've covered a hell of a lot this evening again. And
Yeah,
it's
most of
another
it-
one that's flown in.
Yeah, most of my Son ones is pretty like Boona and Nathan have both said get Son out for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Bring in Anguissa.
Nice one. Well, why do we not just finish on that one then? He's got finish on Finlay. I think that's a good way to finish. I have Bruno and Rashford. Do I want to hold Rashford until their West Bromwich Albion and Newcastle games, or just move on sooner? What do you think, Nathan?
If you haven't got Villa, maybe get Grealish. But apart from that, I'd probably hold. Because, Rashford, even though he's been poor on a given day, he will just score two.
Yes. I agree with that.
I'm in a similar boat. I've got both Bruno and Rashford, and I've tried to keep the faith with them.
Have you got Grealish, though?
No.
See, yeah. So I've still got the two of them, but I've got Grealish now as well. It's not too bad. What about you, Dredd? What would you be doing? Would you be keeping Bruno and Rashford?
I think I'd feel that I've overinvested in the potential points I could get from that money, so I'd move one of them on.
Oh, okay. And like what Nathan's suggesting, if you've not got Grealish or that in there, possibly move to them, yeah?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Definitely.
There you go, Finlay. Hopefully that's helped you out. Booner, you want to add anything in on that one, pal?
I think there's definitely other midfielders you could probably spend some money on. I think you get like Barnes in or something.
Ooh, different.
I'd be in no rush to get rid of either of them.
Yeah, I
They've
think the
got four
fixtures...
nice fixtures, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Right up until that Chelsea game, their fixtures are actually alright. So, but at the end of the day, Finlay, it's your game. You play it your way. But as Nathan said, possibly have a wee look at Grealish if you've not got him. And maybe go that way. Just having a quick check. MD's asking, Nathan, are your background still purple?
Yeah. Yeah, in the background of my videos, I actually have like a flag that I just hang up
Yeah.
to make my background purple.
Who needs
There
a
you go,
green
yeah.
screen when you've got purple there?
Yeah.
Laksha, last question then, I think, of the evening, yeah? I'm in the top 500k. How have you got any tips for me on how to move on higher from here?
Chuck in a few differentials, I guess, but apart from that, just keep going.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Any other advice, Boona? Dredd?
Yeah, I mean, just continue doing what you're doing, to be honest. Like, there's a long way to go. You could probably get into the top 100 or top 50k just playing a sensible game and then attack, in the last 5 or 6. I don't think there's any need to take any risks.
Yeah, play that double all your points, Chip.
I'll second that. Whatever you've been doing has brought you to top 500k, so keep on going, man.
Yeah. Matt, I would ask you, but have you been inside the top 500k?
I was in the top 100k, you little fucker.
I'm only joking. MD, sorry, I keep saying that as the last question. But MD's just asking you, so Nathan, we always come back to our guest anyway, just for people that maybe living under rocks and don't know where our guests are. So just just pimp yourself out, I was going to say. Does that sound alright? I don't know. Where can people find you if they don't already know? MD's asking, for example, when's your next stream going to be? But yeah, please do plug away any merch that you're trying to flog off or that. Just let them all know, let the chat know.
Yeah, Nathan Bacon FC on everything, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. I got TikTok as well. I got some other things planning. I'm gonna start doing some. Yeah, maybe.
Nice.
Other things planned. So yeah, Nathan Bacon FC on everything.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that. KK, don't worry. I know you've just came in and we're just about to go. Apart from fucking something shite that happened halfway through where the stream died for some bizarre reason, as Nathan explained, it's just YouTube and it sometimes does that. We'll get this pumped through onto Spotify and all the kind of usual podcasts, and it'll go up on YouTube in about an hour or so anyway. So just set that on, do your hoovering and clean your dishes or whatever you do, and you'll get it all there anyway, just in the next hour or so. Dread,
Brilliant.
come to you first. Anything you want to say to Nathan or the chat before we disappear, pal?
No, it was I like what Nathan does and everything. I'm a bit of a fanboy, really. So yeah, good to have you, mate, and can't wait to see some more of your streams.
Cheers, thank you.
Excellent. Buna, we'll come to you first, pal, because I know that you're suffering, mate.
Yeah, brilliant. No, just thank you, Nathan, for joining us, mate. Really appreciate it, and thanks for also advertising the stream and you coming on here, because I think it's helped us gain 15, 20 followers, which is absolutely brilliant. And if you are new to the channel, I'd just like to also let you know, although it won't be live on Wednesday, myself, Matt, and Lama will be doing a recorded podcast with the current world number one, which will be soon after release. So do keep your eyes poised for that. Should be absolutely brilliant. But otherwise, thank you for the continuous support, guys.
Nice one. And Matthew?
Yeah, just thanks again, Nathan, for coming. Hopefully we'll get you on here at the end of the season as well. So come back anytime. Thanks to everyone in the chat, you're the VIPs, and peace out.
Thanking you. Yeah, as Buna was saying, the world number one gets a wee interview on Wednesday evening, and then we've got Baker343 popping in on Thursday. So another fun-packed week, and we couldn't be happier that we managed to get Nathan eventually to pop into the lounge alongside us. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Been a privilege.
There's only one way for this. There's only one way for this stream to end. By the way, the viewers are asking for it. So, so this needs to be the longest unlucky that Nathan's ever done. But do your spiel, and then it's over to Nathan, and then we cut.
Okay, that's what we'll do then. Folks, you've had the links to everything in front of you all the way through. Please do get involved. This is the type of stuff we get up to, just interviewing all the kind of content creators that are out there. Thanks for joining us. Nathan, you want to send us out?
Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me, lads. And all I have to say is, I like it.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Bye.
Better sounds no one ever heard. I wish I had a better voice to sing some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that was new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was old when I get older, all my friends would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us, but now wish to stop.